Hey guys, and now we are on the third part with Skype guest of Tom Productions.
Stop.
Anyways, here we go. Part 3, finally. Alright, first movie for this part is Cowboys and Aliens with Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford. This movie... What?
I've never heard much. I never even seen much of it, but shoot, go ahead.
Yeah, what I thought of the movie is again, it just didn't really look that interesting to me. Like, the character development, again, was kind of a mess, and I thought it kind of just looked cheaply put together and rushed. Like, I think they could have done a lot more with it, and I think they just tried to rush it like way too much. They should have just spent a little bit more time on it with the effects and just kind of just went from there and kind of just put more effort in it. But fortunately, that's not the way they decided to go with it, and it kind of just turned the movie into a complete mess, and it screwed with the story, it screwed with the characters' development, and yeah, that is never a good sign for a movie, especially a cowboy movie. Oh, you need a lot of character development for that.
Yeah, especially they did a pretty well done job with Good, Bad, the Ugly, like the Dollars trilogy.
Yes, but this is bad. Next.
Wait, believe it or not, before I move on,
Yeah.
Daniel Craig actually lied about him, about him. Like, I don't know, like he actually lied about something to get the major role in the film.
Yeah.
And the next movie that I would go for, no, I know there are multiple versions of this film being released. What I'm going for is the Miramax cut of The Thief and the Cobbler.
Yeah, that cut was awful. That's pretty much the only cut I saw of Thief the Cobbler.
Yeah,
That might be the reason why I hate the movie, because I saw the Miramax cut and it was complete garbage. I might have to watch the other version sometime.
Please do me a favor, watch the Cobbler cut.
Yeah, I plan to. Like, I might get the VHS actually to watch it, and I'll still keep it for the collection even if I don't like it.
Yeah, even if there's like, I am actually making another version of the film called The Golden Edition with Mitchy Beanson and some others.
Okay. But yeah. Um, yeah, the Miramax cut, oh my god, the cuts are everywhere, and the story, this did not display very well. It was not very well told, it was not very well scripted out. And, oh man, the acting as Wooden is a wooden doorknob.
Well, a good thing, let me tell you this, I know what, no wonder the film it was a film that took the longest to make.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Miramax, the Brett Calvert cut, the film was originally going to be released by Warner Brothers, but Warner Brothers decided to be idiots and fire Richard Williams, the director of the film. And, if the film were released by Warner Bros., then the film would have been so much better. I mean, not
Yeah.
bad, but this would have been, the best cut of the film by far.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, then it got shown to some stupid TV, programmer called, Brett Keller, and he butchered up the movie, doing, the movies and stuff, the film with the new animation. Well, it's not that terrible, but nowhere near as bad as the Miramax cut most people, just
Yeah.
did the movie.
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
They butchered the film even more by removing half the film and replacing it with forgettable musical numbers and new animation.
Oh no. Yeah.
They even made the thief and the cobbler talk, even though they're supposed to be silent. It's like Tom and Jerry the movie.
Oh. This movie's a knockoff of Tom and Jerry the movie.
Well, yeah, the Miramax cut,
Yeah, the Miramax cut. Yeah, I'm saying the Miramax cut.
yeah. I will keep my Miramax cut on VHS.
Yeah, I do plan to get it too, but I just don't like the movie. I will get it for the Miramax collection, it'll help out. Plus, it's one of the only Miramax films I know of with the double-pitched Miramax logo, I think.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And that's the top, but to watch the Thief and the Cobbler cut, it's on YouTube if you want to check it out.
Yeah.
And
Or...
keep in mind, there might be things like, oh my god, the color's washed out, but I guess the person had trouble reanimating it, so clear it, alright?
Anything else?
I think that's good.
Okay. Next movie is Tomorrowland with George Clooney. Oh
Yeah, I saw that in the theaters.
my god. This movie was just, like, unbelievably cliche to the maximum. I mean, there's so many cliche moments in this movie, and it just completely washed out everything. It washed out the character development with a bunch of water, and it dented the story into little, it just dented the story and made it, like, almost like a doorknob sized of a hole. And it's a crazy, crazy movie in a bad way. I mean, it really does not work. It does not work. It just failed at everything it tried to persuade to the characters.
Yeah, like, I did see this movie out in
Mhm.
theaters. I was like watching the National Treasure come down that book. And
Yeah, I watched over almost an hour of it online, and I just turned it off. I was like, you know what, this movie's terrible.
National Treasure, yeah, like, not to get caught up, but I saw National Treasure on Netflix.
Yeah.
My dad, I thought that was really, really overrated.
Mhm.
You know, the second film I mixed feelings on.
I was picking. I don't like the second one. We'll get to that later. This part.
Yeah.
Overall, Tomorrowland, yeah, it was cliche. It was dumb. It was stupid. I didn't like it. Oh, whoa. Sorry about that. I don't know why my iPad fell over. Alright, next one. The Kung Fu Panda movies, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I respect your opinion on all of them, so yeah, go ahead and go for it.
In my opinion, I thought they were just, again, they were just not interesting. The characters were barely even introduced, and it feels like they just missed a lot of stuff. They really missed a lot of the characters. They missed a lot of development. They just missed a lot of things, and that's not how a movie should flow. I mean, that is complete cliche-ness, and that shouldn't be. That's stale, and that should not be in a movie. And I think there were so many rough cuts. I was like, oh boy, this is hard to watch. In some scenes of this movie, there's like a lot of like a rough cut or something. I don't get it. It's just like I don't get it. Like why? Not only that, it feels like it rips off some other kung fu movies, like Kung Fu Hustle. Even though I know it's probably a parody of that. I don't know. I don't even know what it is, but it's kind of. I know it's not a movie kind of similar to that, but it kind of seems like it kind of knocks off that movie a little bit. What were you gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, okay. I thought you were, but anyways.
Oh, well, I'll say this, like, it's kind of like where Kill Bill, like, it's like where Kill Bill meets Looney Tunes kind of thing.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Yeah, it kind of is a mix of between the both, and it kind of feels like that too. The movie. Oh man, it just went down like a flat taco. It was just a mess after like an hour. It just got repetitive and boring, and feels like it should have been just cut to 60 minutes long. And Kung Fu Panda 2, oh god, that was worse. That was even worse. Kung Fu Panda 2, oh my god. I don't even remember one memorable moment in this movie. I forgot everything about this movie. I mean, this movie is just so forgettable. So many scenes that are forgettable. And I barely even memorized the fight scenes, to be honest with you. It's just such a forgettable movie. Forgettable project.
What movie is that again?
Kung Fu Panda 2. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I still have not seen Kung Fu Panda 3 yet. I'm not planning on it, so Kung Fu Panda 3 will not be on here. I haven't.
Not really sure what to say, but I do like the DreamWorks variant though. Like, it kind of makes like the thing. It makes you think like the movie starting with it's just the DreamWorks logo itself.
Yeah, so anything else? Or going to Kung Fu Panda 2?
I think we're good. I think we're good there.
So, Kung Fu Panda 2, again, it had some improvements. They did fix some of the rough cuts that were in the original, and it's like kind of like some of the scenes that I didn't really like. But there's still problems. Like the character development is still almost never introduced.
And yeah, like the Gary Oldman villain doesn't even sound like Gary Oldman.
I know he didn't even sound like the villain. I mean, he didn't even match the one in the first one. I mean, it was like completely different villain. I mean, no, he looks like almost exactly the same. It's like, come on, really? Wow, what a waste of time after that. Yeah.
Uh,
And now this one got boring after 30 minutes. The original got boring after like around an hour. This one got boring after 30 freaking minutes. This movie got boring a lot quicker. I mean, it's just the same repetitiveness that the original brought, pretty much, except for a very few differences. It feels like just a copycat of the first film, and it feels like it's just very poorly written and executed and produced. Very poorly produced. I know we probably had a pretty low budget, but still, they could have at least done a lot better job with this movie. It really just was not for me, I guess you could say. It's for a lot of people. That's fine. I just didn't really care for it. Next, I know some people like this movie, but I will get the VHS for the collection. I just won't watch the movie. And it is the 1994 film Rudy. A 1993 film, 1994. I don't know, one of those 2 years.
I respect your opinion on that film.
I respect your opinion too. I thought it was like so boring. I mean, I got so bored in this movie.
Yeah, I've heard some people actually and that's like probably one of the only choice stars that probably make people kind of feel sad.
To be honest, I really didn't like this movie. I just thought it was just boring, and I didn't really enjoy watching it. I thought there was some good moments in it, but other than that, it was boring and it put me to sleep. I was so bored while watching this movie. It literally put me to sleep when I was watching this movie, and that doesn't happen very often. I almost never sleep during movies. This one I fell asleep during. It's so boring. It's like the same repetitiveness. It's so boring. I actually literally, no joke, guys, I fell asleep during this movie. I will admit that right now.
One other movie I fell asleep to actually.
Yeah, what?
Avenger Age of Ultron.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that was a mediocre one. Even though I've only seen bits and pieces of that one, but I can already tell that movie is just a mediocre cliche mess. The original, I have to say, was pretty awful, too, in my opinion. Now, let's get to the original first. I actually used to like this one, but I rewatched it again, and now I'm like, you know what? I don't think I like this movie anymore. Now I'm starting to see some of the issues that some negative reviews are talking about, on Rotten Tomatoes.
I seriously think they need to stop making superhero movies.
I have to agree. I mean, I think it's just getting so repetitive, and they're getting lower and lower and lower ratings. Like Batman vs Superman, hell, I got like a 44%, and the last time a superhero movie got that low, I don't even remember.
Suicide Squad got given a lower rating. Oh, speaking of Suicide Squad.
And I've never seen that movie, so I have pretty much no comment on that one. I haven't even seen clips of that one, so I have no comment.
I've seen it, so I guess I can.
What's your thoughts on the movie?
I used to think it was okay, looking back at it. Oh!
It's terrible.
Oh my god. Yeah, I cannot see why people hated it. Like, seriously.
Yeah. And honestly, I've only seen like a review of it, and to me, some of the pieces of this movie kind of look like a rip-off of The Punisher.
Well, hey, it's kind of like, oh, right, it's a Marvel movie. Even though it's just a
Still, they don't get the right to do that, because that's repetitivity, and that's not why Hollywood was here to begin with.
Yes, exactly. But, like,
Yeah.
I think they just need to kill the Marvel.
I have to agree. I mean, please, just put a gun to the series, end it.
Yeah, just go back to like the brand.
Come on, it lasted long enough. It lasted like 10, 15 years.
Like, go back to Punisher. You know, like that movie wasn't that great, but still, go back to making those kinds of things.
Yes, and this movie, oh, it sucks bad. The Avengers. I mean, and not only that, the action at the end, it was only like a half hour long, but I literally fell asleep for like 2 hours and 30 minutes last time I watched it after the fight scenes.
What movie is that again?
Jesus, this is boring. The Avengers?
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, it's like the exact same explosion on iMovie over and over and over again at the end. It's so repetitive. There's so many explosions. It feels like a Michael Bay feast.
Avengers, Michael Bay. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes, that is this movie in a nutshell, in my opinion. No, I'm probably gonna get hate for it. I respect your opinion if you like it. I thought it sucked, in my opinion. I really didn't like the Avengers.
There's like another film that I didn't care for too
What?
much.
Yeah.
I have the bootleg DVD and the real VHS. The Ring 2.
Oh, I saw that one. It did not have any of the scares that made the original good at all.
Well, it tried at least. I'll give
I
it that.
know, it tried, but it really was not successful with that. It really was not. I mean,
Tried so hard.
it feels like it was just the same scare over and over again. It was so boring. Except for, like, one scene. They finally choose a different scare. I was like, thank God! But then, they ruined it. And, of course, there had to be another freaking stupid-looking scare that wasn't even scary at all. It was just some knockoff of some other horror movie that came out long before this one.
Another film that like I didn't really necessarily hate, but didn't care for very much. Quest for Camelot.
Oh, this one I hate. I hate it. I respect your opinion. I hate it. I mean, I thought it was just, like, so unfunny. The animation was so just incredibly ugly and poorly colored in. It's almost like a color sheet. You just color in a bunch of characters. They put it through, like, a program and just made it look like real life. I mean, made it look like animated, and they just called it a masterpiece. And they were like, let's make a movie out of this. That's what they did with this one.
So it's like all the time like non-Disney companies try to compete with Disney movies.
And that fails. For people that making animated movies, that technique is not an option for you. That could ruin your movie faster than it could ruin cookies when you're cooking them in the oven for 30 minutes. And if you don't get it out right away.
Like back to Thief and the Cobbler, back
Yeah.
to that one, like that film, the Warner cut was even the least fit to Aladdin Disney movie. Even though Disney, Aladdin is a good movie, but come on, like not a lot of people don't even know the movie fits that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just my only complaint.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, let's see. What is your
I got one. Paddington.
Paddington,
I think it is a live action, Little Bear ripoff in live action.
I know there's a book to.
Not only that, and the bear looks like he was just taken straight out of Yogi Bear. I mean, he looks so CGI'd, he looks so terrible. Look at this. That looks like just a CGI wave of garbage, doesn't it? Oh, wait. It gets even better.
I'll admit,
What?
like, I was pretty fair, but in my opinion, they kind of tried the movie a bit.
Personally, it did not deserve a 90% Rotten Tomatoes, 90+%. I don't even remember the exact number, but I think like 97 or something. But it absolutely did not deserve that rating, in my opinion. I thought there was such a mess. It was almost as bad as the Yogi Bear movie, if you want me to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah, the Yogi Bear movie, that one sucked.
It was awful. We'll get to that later. This movie, still, it was nothing special. It was really bad. It was really bad. And it's just, the animation just pretty much looks like cheaply CGI'd. It almost looks like a Cat in a Hat John 3 remake ripoff, too. This time it replaced the bear, and it almost looks like the house from the Cat in a Hat John 3 remake as well.
You know, it's not a remake necessarily, but it's not like a book the film adaptation.
Still, whatever it is, I don't care what it is, it's still not a good movie. It still doesn't deserve to pass. It's a stupid movie.
Usually, still knows what the film adaptation suck.
Yeah, actually, to be honest with you, a good majority of them suck, in my opinion.
With the exception of The Outsiders.
Yeah, that one was good, though. That one was good.
Yeah, and a few others.
Yeah, that one was actually good. I liked The Outsiders. That was a good movie. I do have the Big W VHS of it, Big W clamshell.
I hope to get that soon.
Yeah, mine's recycled. Per date September 6, 1983, and it says 5th week 1981, so it's recycled. But anyways, that not to get too off topic.
Alright, let us see.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh!
This is the Batman and Robin of the X-Men franchise. They just renamed it X-Men Origins Wolverine, even though it really is another version of Batman and Robin, this time with different characters. Oh man, this movie is a travesty. Oh, I hated it.
X-Men Apocalypse? Yeah, that's like the Batman Forever of the film.
Yeah, I've never even seen that movie though. I'm honestly, in some ways, I'm saying thank God. I haven't seen it. I'm glad.
X-Men Days of Future Past, I actually like.
Yeah, guys, sorry if my camera keeps tipping over. I have no idea why. Just ignore that. I'm sorry. I don't know how to get it straight. It worked the last couple days, but I can't get it straight now. It's annoying me. Go ahead.
Another film that I hate, but I will keep
Wait. Actually, can I finish X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Oh yeah, sure.
First problem. It is one of those obnoxiously loud, dumb movies with lots of stupid explosions that are illogical, stupid, and just wouldn't make any sense in real life. And not only that, the character development, oh my god, there's like almost none. There's almost none. They don't even introduce the characters. They just randomly just keep slaying a bunch of people with this freaking sword. It's like, really? Go watch Conan the Barbarian, the original. Stay away from this piece of crap. Or go watch the original X-Men films if you really want X action. You aren't going to get the awesome X action with this piece of crap.
Well, yeah, all of that. My opinion is excellent. The first movie was good. The second film was pretty good too. The third movie was bad.
Because the original, it was pretty exciting, I would say. I kind of did that because it rhymes with X-Men, you know? Exciting.
Another film that I think is so bad.
Wait, actually, can I just finish? Sorry, but, yeah, I just kind of want to finish this because I haven't really explained myself as much, you know, as I've liked to. So, anyways, to back up my claim, I really just, again, the character development is gone and it's completely missing. It feels like some of the action scenes were okay. It feels like they were half finished, but I kind of liked it if they finished it a little bit more. It feels like they were half finished. Like some of the action scenes were like cut off with other scenes. I was like, really? What is this, Inspector Gadget?
Wait, are you talking about X-Men 3?
No, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh.
Yeah, X-Men Origins Wolverine. I'm still talking about that movie because I haven't really finished what I was saying about that movie yet. Anything else? It's just a typical PG-13 action film. Nothing special. Stay away. It's like almost another one of those Transformer movies. This time with the X-Men characters just mixed up, and they just don't really do anything as exciting as you would have hoped, probably by the trailer and judging by the cover, or whatever and whatnot. So the cover actually does look pretty cool with his you know, like his weapon, and he's looking like this. I think that's cool, but again, I think this movie could have used a little bit of a higher budget to make the movie a little bit better and improve some of the scenes and, you know, whatnot. Back to you.
Are we finished now with the X-Men?
Oh, what?
Are we finished with the X-Men ones now?
I think we're finished for now. If you don't mind, can I actually pick the next movie?
Sure.
Okay.
The one I had mine was like...
Actually, we'll do yours first. What is it?
Okay. I consider these films so bad they're good. The Sharknado franchise.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen those, so no comment. Even though I've actually seen bits and pieces of it. Looks like a complete copycat of Twister, and it just doesn't look good.
Twister and Jaws.
They were already good movies. Why ruin it?
That film was really... again, it's so bad it's good.
I respect your opinion. I think it looks so bad it's just bad for me. Hey guys, I'm so sorry the camera keeps falling over. It's really annoying me. I don't know why it's doing that.
I do like the titles like Sharknado and like Sharknado the second one, and especially
Yeah. And can I get...
And the Force
Oh, sorry.
Awakens. Yes.
Oh, God. No, 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 no. Don't remind me of that. That's coming at, like, the very last part, the very end. Oh, I'm getting to the very worst ones at the very end.
The Force Awakens.
Yeah, oh, they're talking about Star Wars Force Awakens. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God. That's, like, one of my absolute ultimate least favorite movies. Oh, we'll get to that later. Oh, I'm not thinking about that movie right now.
Okay, yeah. Continue on.
Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True. Yeah. Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True. It was not a good movie.
I may or may not get the VHS.
I actually will get the VHS for the collection. That's only for an entertainment collection because I'm trying to get almost in every single one of them that ever existed. I will get it. I'll say that, but I just won't watch the movie when I get it. Even though I will watch the previews. I'll watch the previews, but not the actual movie. I might watch the Walt Disney logo because I do kind of like the logo, but that's it pretty much. Yeah, back on you.
I hope. I think the third movie was even more crazy.
Oh yeah, we're getting the third movie next. Spoiler.
The third movie, yeah.
You know, I will get the extremely rare Town 7 demo date for the collection. That'll be awesome to have.
I do know what trailer it has. And even more crazy, Tinkerbell.
Ooh, oh, we'll get to that later. That movie's awful too. I hate Tinkerbell. Anyway, Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True. A complete utter waste of time. I do not recommend it. The original characters just get pretty much crushed in pieces, and the character development is pretty much non-existent. Some of the scenes were kind of repetitive and kind of just didn't really match what was going on in the story. And oh my god, the characters, some of them are really, really annoying and unlikable. I mean, really unlikable. And I see why it's direct to DVD and video. It sucked. Oh wait, actually, can we get to Cinderella 3 first? Because we promised. Yeah, Cinderella 3, Twist in Time. More like Cinderella 3, a complete waste of your time, because it's a waste of your time. The animation is pretty much screwed, and the character development is even less noticeable, and even less, and they cared even less about the character development. And not only that, there was like almost nothing to it. It was like a complete blank pancake with nothing on it, no syrup, nothing. It was like so boring. Oh god, oh. Like it was nothing. It was stale. It was stupid. It was poorly produced. It was poorly designed. It was poorly. They should have just finished this movie. Finished it. It feels like the movie was like not even finished. They should have finished it. I know they probably had a low budget. That's why it was directed to DVD and video again. And video was only a demo tape, of course, and mostly DVD and Blu-ray though, fortunately. But that's not the point. What I'm trying to say here is, yeah, the movie, again, it's just, it's even worse than Cinderella 2. It's just complete crap. If you haven't seen it, I don't advise you to. You know, we'll get the VHS for collection. Just don't, I won't, just, yeah, God, sorry. I just won't watch the movie once I get it, and yeah. Anyways, let's get to the next one. Oh yeah, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Honestly, I have to be honest with you, I didn't like that one either. Man, I need to get something else for my camera. I mean, this is just not working. Oh my god. This is like the 6th time it fell over. Sorry, guys. I need to fix this. I think I am. But, yes, that movie, I hated, honestly. I hated it. Oh, it was repetitive. It showed the same scenes over and over again, and it did not feel like a Christmas movie. It felt like just complete travesty, and it felt like it just had nothing to do with the Mickey Mouse franchise. It didn't have nothing to do with Disney in general. It was just its own movie, independent. I mean, I understand. I'm glad it's independent, but I mean, I just didn't like the way that they did it. Or otherwise, like I thought it was only like 60 something minutes long, maybe 70. I don't know. but the movie feels like an hour and a half. It feels like a lot longer than it probably was, and it felt like it's just the same thing over and over again, and that's not a good feel to have. And wait, where were we at? Just lost it.
Yeah, like,
Where were we at? I'm sorry. I just lost my memory there.
all we have to say for this song,
Sorry, I just lost my memory. What movie?
Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas.
Oh yeah, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. And then we got Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, which I was gonna say before I lost my memory. Oh, that movie. Oh, that one I'm gonna be talking about for a while. I mean, about like 5 minutes. I'm gonna talk about this one. Let me start by saying the absolute worst Disney direct-to-video sequel I've ever seen in the history of Disney animated movies, and not only that, in movie history in general. Not only animated, live action too. This movie is such a freaking travesty. Oh my god, it is such a travesty. I hate it. It has some of the most repetitiveness. I mean, it felt even more stale. The 3D animation was ugly. I mean, it almost looks like a future version of Mickey's Mouse Clubhouse, even though it didn't come out till 2006, I know, but I'm just saying, it kind of makes you feel, it kind of just has a similar animation style to Mickey's. What?
They did get the voices right.
Yeah, they got the voices right, but still, everything else, they just scribbled, and they were just like, no, none of that. When they probably should not have. They probably just should have just left the movie to hell alone. Whoa. Not again. 7th time now. Sorry, guys. I don't know why this is doing this. Hopefully I get it fixed by the next part. I'm going to try something different. I see this is not working now. Even though it worked a couple times. Yeah. What? Honestly, I respect your pain. I think it's okay. But what do you have to say about it? I'm just curious.
I do like the animation, but like I heard kind of terrible things about the film. Like,
Really?
Starting set or watch or something like that.
It's weird.
Yeah, I got the copy with good barcode.
I have 2 more barcode copies. You're lucky. I hope to get a copy of the good barcode sometime.
Yeah, my copy for you is playing the 9/9/95.
My 2 copies are the 10th, and the other one's the 12th week of 1995.
Yeah, I'll get good barcode copies this time.
Yeah.
The Maze Master, I thought it was just kind of goofy. I think characters like were just kind of just laughable. Yeah, kind of sounded like what you would say for like the Deep Cobbler Remakes cut.
Not only that, to be rather honest, it kind of looks like a ripoff too. Let me try to think. I don't hate the movie. I'm just saying it kind of does look like a ripoff of something.
Yeah,
Like,
oh yeah. Oh,
on the top of my head.
what movie was it?
Can't remember on the top of my head. What is it?
What is it?
I think it was a movie like oh god, I can't remember. Sorry, that was bad evidence. That
It could be a rip-off of some movie, but yeah.
I can't remember it though. I'm sorry, guys. It just looks very similar to a certain movie. I forgot the name of. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't say it looks off Space Jam, but you know that came out way before Space Jam. But so yeah, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Let me look it up.
Sure. If you want to. That's sure. Yeah, sure.
Let me look at the Rotten Tomatoes thing.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, it has 18%.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Refresh, 14 rotten. And hey, the
Wow.
movie was a box office failure.
Really was. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, 27 million. But the box office only made $13 million.
That is awful. Just awful.
Again, I do respect your pain on that film.
I mean, I'm mixed on it, honestly. I'm mixed about it. The way I like it and the way I really don't. Go on.
I think that's pretty much all I can say.
Next. Can I come with the next movie? I'm sorry.
Before we continue,
Yeah.
if that comes back to me,
the Sword and Stone! That's the one I was thinking of. Yes, thank you. It rips off the Sword and Stone. That is what I had in mind. I just forgot the title for a couple minutes. Oh, duh, I have the tape. There's a rip off of the Sword and Stone, this time in live action. Even though I don't hate the film, but it's kind of just like that, you know, kind of just rips it off. That's a part I don't really like about the movie. It's one of the only complaints I make about that movie. Next film, Rise of the Guardians. Oh my god, this movie. Oh, good. Don't watch it. It is a rip-off. It is a complete rip-off of Jack Frost. And it's a complete rip-off of Tangled. And a complete rip-off of Frozen. All put in a blender, twisted, and all put in a shake. Wait, it did? Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah. I forgot about that. I don't know why for a second there I thought the movie came out in 2014. That's wrong. I don't know why I thought that. It came out in 2012. I'm sorry, guys. My brain. It's not working. But it looks like especially a ripoff of Twister and Jack Frost. I mean, that's what it rips off. But that's what it rips off. Yeah. Ugh, cannot talk. I don't know why. Cannot talk. Ugh. In a few minutes. I thought Rise of the Guardians, yeah, it was really just not up my alley. Yeah. Oh, I found a bad one. The Cheetah Girls. I know, but let's go and talk about that one. Oh, the Cheetah Girls? Oh my god! This movie is outrageous and stupid, loud, and it sounds insanely overused, recycled gags, and it's insanely unfinished. I mean, it feels like they almost didn't even start this movie. And the alternate ending was predictable. It predicted the whole freaking thing. I got it all right. It's just such a predictable and just a waste of your time, and it screws up your intelligence. Don't watch it. It messes with your brain. It screws up your intelligence. If you feel like being smart, I do not advise you to watch this. This will bring you down a couple levels. I think that's it. What else? Let's get to yours. Oh no, what is it? Ooh, yeah, that movie was pretty nasty, alright. Oh god. This is absolutely one of the most unfunny movies I think I've ever seen in my life. I think I feel embarrassed to have this in my collection. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I think I see the whole full movie. I might go into a little detail. Like, it's about this guy that Gord, he's like a struggling cartoonist thing. Has goes to adventures to get jobs and stuff. Farm, quote, farming or horse, but instead he plays it as private. Oh my god! That is already an insult to your intelligence. And guess what? And that could probably damage your brain. And guess what? And leave some pretty good scrapes on it. What? And guess what? Yeah? There's also horse porn in it. Oh my god, no! Oh, this movie gets a 0. I'm never getting the VHS of this, ever. This, I am not getting. I'm not getting the VHS of this. This movie can go screw off. I hate this freaking movie. It's stupid. It's annoying. And it makes you want to just grab anything. Even grab your pillows or your blankets or something just to cover your ears and to just look away. Whatever. I mean, I don't care what it is. Just look away from whatever. Just to get away from this freaking movie. Either that or take the disc out, and just throw it at your wall and break it into pieces. And, yeah, the feature cut of Break Out Fingers, that was actually pretty enjoyable. respect your opinion. I thought the movie overall was terrible.
It took it like, let me do my math here. 84 minutes of the film.
Wow.
It's like a PG-rated version. It's pretty much just a whole movie just in total, like a human story.
Can I mention the next one? Sorry. What?
Yeah.
No. You can go first. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
For like the PG-rated cut, yeah. That one I actually laughed even more than I did during the film.
Really?
Yeah, like
Then the actual PG-13 film. Wow.
That's
pretty crazy.
That you should actually have checked out. That one's actually pretty fun.
Haven't seen that one, but this one. But I've only saw the PG-13 cut. It was awful. All right, and Speed 2 Cruise Control.
You mean R-rated cut for great nothing.
Oh, R-rated. Yeah, R-rated. PG-13. It's only me. Ugh. And Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Yeah, I think is there a premiere series features of that?
I don't. I'm happy I don't. I'm never getting this film on VHS, no matter what. I don't care if it has THX Can, even though I don't think it does, but even if it does, I am not getting it. I don't care. I have 2 copies of Monsters, Inc. to make up for that. With that, yeah?
I may or may not get the Flush.
To be honest with you, I don't think you should. I mean, it's just a complete waste of your money, and you probably could buy the original with that money.
But again,
It's a classic
I really
movie.
like the Fox variant of that.
Yeah, that's understandable. Well, that's what the internet's for, no offense.
Oh, yeah.
Well, even though, yeah, YouTube has copyright, that's kind of a point.
Yeah, it is what it is.
If you want, you can get the VHS. No, it's your collection, it's not mine, I'm just saying.
Maybe I'll watch the film, like...
It's your collection, absolutely, if you want it.
I'm just debating if I should get it, but...
Yeah, debate it if you want, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not my collection, it's yours.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? These are probably like Ray got bigger and Speed 2 like the only Flush thing I'm actually not getting. I made up my mind this time.
Okay.
And Speed 2 is pretty much the only career series thing I'm not getting.
Rocky Balboa. This one I didn't really care for. It was just boring, and it kind of just went on forever. I didn't really like it.
Yeah, like I don't think it was as bad as like Rocky 5.
Oh no, it was not as bad. Well, actually, I haven't seen Rocky 5. I'm pretty lucky, I guess. 'Cause I heard that movie's awful. I'm not planning to see it. I actually have never seen it. I'm happy.
Yeah, I know this should be a little bit later for the film.
Sure.
But I sat through 50 minutes of Battlefield Earth.
Oh, that'll be another part, though. But yeah, that movie I hate. I hate Battlefield Earth. We'll get to that later. Oh, that one's a lot worse. We're gonna get to that one when we get to the lot worse ones. Oh, that movie. Oh my God, it is terrible. I mean, awful. Well, we'll get to that in the next part.
Okay. What do you think of Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Was not that great. Didn't really care for it. Well, actually, not the next part, but probably in another future part because that's. I don't think that will be when we get to the worst ones.
I respect your opinion on Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Because I love them. Yeah. And we'll actually get to that one later if it's okay. That'll be my service list later.
Fantastic Mr. Fox, I respect your opinion on it. So, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Rocky Balboa overall didn't care for it. I thought it did have its moments, but it felt like the original Rocky was a lot more worth your time than this one. Just didn't really feel like it was really worth anything. You didn't really give a crap about it. Oh, the Cinderella remake. Oh my God, hell no. Why did they do that? Man, this remake, oh, it is an atrocious piece of complete dog vomit. It is like the most atrocious CGI marketing disaster of all time. It is such a disaster. I hate it. It is such a poorly executed and poorly designed, poorly made film. Don't watch it, please. To save your own intelligence, don't watch it.
Well, you can watch it if you want to, but...
Still, the movie, I wouldn't recommend to watch it. It's dreadful. I mean, completely dreadful.
Okay, so...
One of the worst remakes ever, I think. I'll try to make. If you don't mind, I'm gonna try to make this video as long as I can. So I'm gonna keep going for maybe another 20 minutes. Whoa, that'll be an hour and 5 minutes.
Here's another film that I was thinking of.
What?
You may or may not like this one. I honestly did not like Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Oh, what's it called?
Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
I have never seen it, so I have no comment. I've never even heard of it, so no comment, of course.
So like the main character in this one was really annoying.
Yeah.
And I will get to the gist of that, but still.
Yeah.
I did not even like the kills were just laughable. Like the transformation.
Like you were glad they were dead?
Yeah, I was just
Oh, that's a good one. Nice.
Someone that sounds like I was like, come on, Freddy, kill them already,
Yeah.
please. Another one I didn't like,
Sure.
was the Gallows.
Never seen it. I'm happy.
Yeah, I suffered through it in the theater. Yeah, like.
Oh no.
Believe it or not, like, I actually felt the same way. Like, come on, kill the annoying characters already.
Oh yeah. Next film. Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt you?
No, that's really not to say for the Gallows.
The Pink Panther 2006 remake. Didn't care for it. I mean, there was a couple good moments in it, but other than that, Steve Martin, he's not really as funny in this one as he is in his previous movies. I think it probably could have saved a lot more money watching some of Steve Martin's classic stuff, other than this cheap CGI garbage remake that should be definitely avoided at all costs. I mean, the Columbia logo is cool, an MGM variant. I like the MGM variant, but that's pretty much it. That's like the two pluses of the movie. I mean, watch them on the internet. That'll help you out.
Yeah.
You can watch the Columbia and MGM logo, just don't watch the movie. The movie, it just sucks miserably and extremely hard. Yeah?
Another one, like the sequel, it was just the exact same.
Yeah, the sequel was awful too. It was, in fact, honestly, I think the sequel is even a bit worse. I mean,
Kind of like butchered it up even more.
I know they just lowered your intelligence even worse, and it felt like almost a knockoff of Mr. Bean. And Bean the movie, you know, kind of stuff from Mr. Bean. It feels like it just knocked off a lot of that, and it just they kind of just went with the exact same formula again, and that's not really what people should be doing. What should they should be aiming for?
Another film I hated
Yeah.
was I have the boot. I think that's what I think is so bad. I have the bootleg DVD of this 2010 Clash of the Titans.
I've seen a little bit of it, yeah, and let me tell you, what I've seen of it, it is a terrible movie. I mean,
I know you destroyed your Blu-ray of it back then.
yeah, and oh my god, the movie, oh, it is such a massive, hard movie to watch. Oh my god, I mean, seriously, stay away. I mean, the fight scenes are like almost complete replicas it looks like a mixture of rip-offs of the Terminator and the original Conan the Barbarian. It looks just laughable, and it just feels like it's just not. They're not using their weapons correctly.
Yeah, but I'll say this, if Gun 10 came out first, then that would have been the ultimate class, in my opinion.
To be honest, I actually seriously think that they should have just stuck with the original and just forgot about this one.
Yeah, let's see. Is that all? That's just one of the...
I got more. Not to make it go on for too long, I'm just gonna try to get this video up to at least an hour. That'll just be kind of cool. Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Oh, boy.
This movie, oh my god, there's so many annoying recycled gags in this movie. Making it really hard to watch, and it's not an enjoyable movie anymore after that. It's just a complete travesty, it's a mess. It's just really not a good movie, in my opinion. The characters, I didn't care for. the dog looks like almost a replica of
Yeah.
the Shaggy Dog's dog, this time in animated form, and
I get that based like on a comic book, but yeah.
still, it feels like just a recycled piece of garbage that shouldn't be seen by anyone.
Well, no.
I have another movie. Not to be rude. I'm sorry if I'm being rude, but
Okay.
you can go if you like. I'm sorry. It was absolutely my fault I interrupted. You should go first because of that.
Okay. Let's see. It could be higher, but Blair.
I have never seen it. I'm happy.
Yeah. I mean, Mariah Carey, I do like Mariah Carey, but yeah, for this movie, I didn't think that they were that good. Like, it is cool that Fox and Columbia did that film together.
Really, I didn't know that. Actually did not even know that. Believe it or not.
Yeah, but
That's cool. And no offense, but actually, if you don't mind, can you actually show me the combo sometime? That would be cool. I'd like to see it.
Yeah, but wait.
So I don't think I've seen a movie with Fox and Columbia in there together.
I think Columbia, right? You were talking about from Columbia TriStar and like Fox did like the theatrical, right? So I think the two of them are just separate or something. Hey.
Right, that's fine. No, it's fine. So
Hey, like both companies appear in the credits.
yeah, and strangely enough, this next one's also a DreamWorks animation movie, and I just had it in mind, but How to Train Your Dragon. There it is. It's back. Let's start with the original How to Train Your Dragon. Let's start this is the trilogy. Start the first one. Man, the first one, I think. I mean, I'm glad. They're not saying I'm glad that this movie did. Character development at the beginning. I'm happy. Finally, a movie actually had character development. Oh my god, I was so happy when it had character development, but the movie fell apart after like 30 minutes. And it began getting repetitive and boring, and I just really started hating watching it. I was like, you know what, this movie is really starting to suck quick. And, oh man, it sucked towards the end. Oh, I hated this movie. I mean, that was just such a stupid, recycled vomit bag. Even though the only really good thing about it is at least it has character development. I'm so happy that it had character development. Because they actually described what happened to the characters and made it more interesting. And you actually get to know the characters a little bit better and a little bit deeper. They actually used deep critical thinking at the beginning. I'm happy. That's a good idea, you know? That's something I would like to see more movies try, more companies try. Because I think that's a really good technique for movies. It really could add some bonus points to the movie. It really can just make you get sucked into the story a lot easier and just make you just enjoy yourself watching it and just make you feel like this is just like a really fun movie. It's just something you can't wait to see. Yeah. Fortunately, How to Train Your Dragon didn't really have that much of it. It did have it at the beginning. I'm happy. I mean, I thought the opening scene, I'll have to say, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was actually a pretty good opening scene, but we fell apart after like half hour. Honestly, I thought the first half hour was actually pretty enjoyable. I actually liked the first half hour. I thought it was a pretty good movie for a half hour. But then a scene and a half hour killed it. And then it started going backwards and backwards and backwards from there. And to a point where I was like, you know what? I do not like this movie anymore. Sorry to say it, but I do not like this movie anymore.
Another movie that I think that you hate, but I respect your opinion on absolutely, The Iron Giant.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I thought it was just repetitive. I mean, it was boring, mainly. It was just boring. It looked like almost the animated version of Ghost Rider, just with different animation style and different characters.
Yeah. Even though,
Recycled gags. And, actually, How to Train Your Dragon 2, I almost forgot to get that one. Can I just do it real fast?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, God. Oh, this one, nothing I liked about it. This one did not even have character development. The original did. I'm glad the original did. Sequel did not even have any character development, almost at all. I mean, it just really got old so quickly. I mean, it got old, like, in the first 10 minutes. It was like that. It got old that quickly. I was like, oh boy. After 10 minutes, I was like, oh boy, this is not a good start. And I got so bored watching, I was like, oh, make it end. And then it was like another hour to it, and I was miserable at that point. I thought I was going to pass out. It was so freaking boring. Thankfully, it ended when it did. Oh my god, it was about time. Oh, this movie. Oh, this movie is a joke. I mean, this is like one of the very worst animated sequels I think I've seen. I mean, it's just so lazy and there's nothing exciting about it. It's just recycled gags, almost the exact same fight scenes as the first one. This time, just a little bit of a different setting. Gross out humor. Like a scene talking about something I am not going to bring up. It's kind of disgusting. And I just think they didn't need that. They should have cut that part out. They should not have used that type of those type of words in that. They should not have used the inappropriate humor. They should have just gone on with the story because it does not add to the story. It just slows down the story and it does not produce anything new to the audience. And that is exactly where the target should be. It should be for the audience, and it should not be to just gross out the audience and not get to the story right away. It's supposed to get to the story. It's supposed to make sense. It's supposed to appeal to the characters. It's supposed to make sense, very good sense, and it's just supposed to make sense to the theme, to represent the theme, and it's supposed, supposed to be entertaining. That is the biggest point. Biggest key point. Supposed to be entertaining. It was not entertaining. It was stupid. It was boring. And some of the jokes in it, oh my god, like the gross out humor. Not good. Really not good. So, what else? I can't believe they're making out of Train Dragon 3. That's stupid. I don't know why they are. Second one I already thought was terrible. In fact, even the first one, after half hour, I thought was a bad movie. Oh! Claridge's Chance of Meatballs! This movie I did not like at all. I mean, I thought it had a good setting. It had, the characters, they looked okay. I kind of like the animation, and I like the Columbia variant. Oh, the Columbia variant, it's actually pretty good. I like it. I like that they used the Zathura tone, and I do like how the torch lady got hit by that banana. That's kind of cool. I like that. That was clever. I saw this movie in the movie theaters back in 2010, I think. I saw this movie back in the movie theaters. I liked it then, but now I watched it again. And I was like, it's not a good movie now. I mean, I'll admit, it is a bit of an improvement as well, because this one actually did have a little bit of character development as well. I'm glad it did. That's good. At least these companies are slightly starting to learn about character development. It's a little bit of an improvement with that as well. Kind of like How to Train Your Dragons. The beginning, it was a kind of an improvement with that, but after a little while, I just lost interest in it, and I was like, this movie is not so great anymore, and it got worse and worse. And even though at the end, it was actually okay when the characters were on that boat, I think, and if I can remember correctly, I don't remember where they were going, but because it's been a couple years since I've seen it, rewatched it, and I didn't like it. Yeah, kind of something like that. That's kind of when it got a little bit better. But then, near the end, it just did not get interesting anymore. I was like, I don't really care about this movie anymore. I believe when, kind of like a fight scene happens, I think. Kind of something like that. Kind of like a battle scene, I think. With a machine that's malfunctioning. But yeah, it's kind of a scene like that. If I remember correctly, then I kind of lost interest there because then it kind of just turned into your average action scene that just doesn't really match up with the story. It just kind of doesn't really work. It doesn't work very well. I mean, I do like the idea. I like that food's falling from the sky and it's like a very rare event. I like that. I like that story. It's actually a pretty good story. I like that. is something very creative. They used their mind a lot when they were thinking of that, but I think it could have done a lot better with the movie too. And Sam Clancy's and Meatballs too. I mean, that one was a little bit worse though. Like, I mean, there was character development. That's good. There was a couple scenes of character development. Again, that was pretty good. I'm glad they did that with this film too. Oh yeah, Mom, I'm making a video.
You've got like 18 minutes and you gotta go to bed.
I know, Mom. Can we just finish this video?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Alright, but anyways, how long are we into this tape? I mean, this, not this tape, sorry. Into this recording? Yeah, an hour, okay. Just a few more minutes. Yeah, anything else to say? I'm kind of out of ideas of that one. It just didn't really like to come. Yeah, let's just do let's do like 3 more, and then I'll be done. This part. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Now, this one was really not that good. I mean, Talking Puppies kind of knocks off Air Bud and the Air Buddies. Air Buddies from 2006.
Never liked that Buddies movie at all.
Oh yeah, I didn't like those either. I'll get to those later. I forgot. I forgot to mention those almost, but I'll get to those next part probably. But yeah, Beverly Hills Chihuahua, not a good movie. It really is not, and it's a ripoff of it's kind of a copy of Underdog's premise a little bit, and it's also a ripoff of Air Buddies premise. Kind of like Air Buddies and Underdog mixed into a blender, even though it doesn't have the superhero theme, but it just kind of knocks off Underworld's premise, other than the superhero stuff, you know? Kind of just knocks things off track. And the Care Bears movies, did not care about those. Screw those movies. I don't even want to talk about much about those. Animation is just complete garbage. I mean, it is complete garbage. It's color crap. It is garbage, and it is complete gummy beared animation garbage. The characters look like a bunch of little. They almost look like little. What am I trying to say here? Not only like a little bit of plastic puppets, this time that have hands and stuff like that, and it actually are to real life and animated version, animated wise. Not saying real life. I know it's not real life. I'm not that stupid. Yeah, I'm just saying, in animated world. And the animation just looks like complete gummy bear garbage, and it just should not be seen by anyone. It's garbage. Looks like a ripoff of Babes in Toyland also. Either that or Babes in Toyland ripped off this movie. I don't remember which one. It's one of those. Babes in Toyland will come back later. That one might have ripped off this movie, or this one might have ripped off that movie. I don't know. It's one of those for sure, because they look very similar. And last one for this part, go with Superman Returns. Yeah. Not as good as not as bad as Superman 4. Yeah, I actually sat through Superman 4 a couple years ago. When I said I haven't seen it, I just tried to just watch it, see how bad it was. I regret it now. Man, this movie, this is the dumbest movie, a superhero movie I think I've ever seen in my life. Superman 4, but we'll get to that in another part. Superman Returns was still not very good. It was like almost, it's still like kind of like the Batman Forever of the Superman franchise. Go ahead. Sorry.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. It's just kind of not that great of a movie. I mean, you can watch it if you want. It's not like complete garbage. It's not that mediocre, but it's just kind of low level. It's just not really a good movie. Anything else before I end this part?
No.
Well, okay then. I guess that's it for this part. Very long part. Over an hour long part. And stay tuned for part 4.